Start on the gridiron in Class B matchup between the Maine-Endwell Spartans looking to stay undefeated as they host the Oneonta Yellow Jackets. Maine-Endwell looking to keep its hot start against Oneonta. In the opening drive, the Spartans' Marco Conrad gets an interception with nobody in front of him and nobody in sight for a pick six. Spartans continue to roll though. Vincent Mancini finds a lane and nobody can get to him for a 14-0 lead. Spartans running away. So is Mancini. The Yellow Jackets attempted to change momentum with Ethan Harrington rushing in for a sack. Maine-Endwell is a tough team to slow down, though. Jaden Branch adds on to the lead. Spartans move to 7-0 with the 55-21 win.